This was a pretty good moment. I have to concede that I missed the Golden Globes this year, which is something I always do. I always make it a point of missing the Golden Globes. And then what I like to do is follow that up with missing the Emmys and the Grammys and the Oscars. I like to miss all of those every year.
But I catch the Tonys.
But the one I do like to watch is the ESPYs. No, I'm joking. Is that still around?
ESPYs gets emotional. They do montages very well.
Isn't the ESPYs like they give awards to sports teams?
Hell yeah.
Okay, that to me seems a little bit redundant because one of the ways that sports teams get awarded is they win and then they win the championship.
There's a lot of random chance in sports.
That's true. This is for the deserving sports teams who happen to have lost to the less deserving.
We want a democracy and not a meritocracy.
But nevertheless, there was a good moment in the Oscars, which I felt, I mean, not Oscars, the Golden Globes, which I feel like was missed, right? Because Fox and Friends yesterday talked about how what's his face from Veep. What was that actor's name again?
Julie Louis-Dreyfus?
No, not from Vice. I'm sorry, the actor from
Christian
Vice.
Bale.
Christian Bale had said something political, and they were very upset about it because it was an otherwise non-political night.
Oh, that was great. They were like, "Oh, this is just." I like when they're like, "This is just great.
Just great."
Dick Cheney worked so hard for this country, and you're just up there doing your movies, and you just gotta be so rude,
so rude.
Anyways,
but,
the Golden Girls turns 40 this year.
Andy Samberg.
This is gonna upset them too.
Yeah, this is going to upset them, but I don't think they picked up on it. But it's probably late on the uptake on this one. But he was talking about the Black Panthers. I guess they won some awards. Not the group, the movie. And he had this to say, which I thought was pretty good. Not necessarily something I would expect from him, but maybe that's my own bias.
If you told me as a kid growing up in the Bay there'd be a movie called Black Panther that starts off in Oakland, this is not what I would have imagined. Ryan, were there like a bunch of old members of the actual Black Panther Party saying, I can't even get an audition? Just kidding, they were all framed and murdered for wanting justice and equality. The world is and always has been a nightmare. It just seems worse now because of our phones. What else happened this year?
There you go.
Oh, that one really slipped under the radar.
Yeah.
Look at the way Yahoo Entertainment wrote up this bit. It says, if that sounds a bit awkward, well, it was, but not as awkward as Samberg's attempts to poke fun at Black Panther director Ryan Coogler by asking if members of the actual Black Panther Party tried to audition for that blockbuster Marvel movie. Coogler's confused reaction spoke for all of us at home. I don't think he was confused.
That was definitely the main takeaway of that bit. Absolutely. It was an awkward moment.
Who wrote that on Yahoo? It wasn't Chris Rosen, was it? Please.
No.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, I have a feeling.
This is Ethan Altif of Yahoo Entertainment.
I have a feeling Ethan just sort of like, quickly scribbled that off as he was he's writing up something.
Let's be more generous. Maybe Ethan went to go take a schwitz midway through that joke, and he didn't get the punchline. Because you know what? If he didn't turn it into that joke, I guess it would have been kind of awkward. Like, if he didn't follow it up with a joke about COINTELPRO and it was just about, like, Eldridge Cleaver trying to audition or something, sure, I guess that would be awkward.
It would be.
Yeah, so maybe Ethan missed it. Maybe he's just lazy versus
That's what
absolutely
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He just like,
I've been, like,
scribbled
literally
it off.
not in the room, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I think that flies over a lot. People don't understand, like, who Fred Hampton is, right? Like, people have no idea of this history, really. A lot of white people, I'm saying.
Right, yeah, I was going to say a lot of...
Could the camera person not have found
Mayo
one person who was having a big reaction to it? I feel like there had to be one.
He mentioned Ryan Coogler specifically, so that's why the camera went to
said
him.
Ryan. He said he literally spoke to Ryan. But there he is. So good for Andy Samberg.